Hi there, my name is Klaud and you're watching my realm. And this is my review of Ikao, The Lost Souls. And before starting the review, I have to mention that this video couldn't be possible without the lovely help from YukiOstudio, who lent me a copy to check out the game and share my opinion, so let's jump into it! Developed by YukiOstudio, a small indie team with a dream and drive to share their passion and creativity, they pulled through and presented us Ikao, The Lost Souls. But now, what even is Ikao? At first glance, the game does seem to hide itself behind the looks of any other generic indie platformer. But as our blue friend here traverses through the mysterious land, the mood of the game changes to something a bit more unexpected. And from what it seemed to be a nice relaxing adventure, now it became a haunting experience full of obstacles and challenges that question your gaming skills to the point of sanity sometimes. And yes, which brings us to gameplay. You can expect 2 game modes that are separate through the adventure in sections with a total of 96 stages. That roughly translates to 4 hours of gameplay, and if you're really good at the game you could close in at 3 hours, but you have to be a gaming god. Now let's talk about the controls. Spoiler alert, they're quite easy to master. Controls are really responsive from what I've experienced. Even using a third-party controller, they felt really tight. Every move I made, every jump, every mistake, every spike slammed into my face, every chainsaw I experienced in the game felt like my fault, felt like it was my mistake. The controls felt tight. They did what they had to do. When you needed to jump, the game jumped. When you needed to, I don't know, teleport, the game teleported. The buttons, the layout, everything felt well made. The game itself almost never feels unfair. Every projectile, every obstacle feels well placed, not to stop you, but to challenge you. And that is a very welcomed aspect in my book. This game is challenging, don't get me wrong, but a good challenge, and one that fills you up with dopamine every time you reach a same zone. As you might guess from the title of the game, there is a story to be had here. It's just not the conventional ways of storytelling. There's no text to be read here, there's no dialogue. The story is present all over the game, just through visuals, and that's all. And it does it well. Even if the art style might be off-putting for some people, the story is really well told through those kind of visuals. And that's actually really charming about the game. I can't believe I'm already recommending you this game. I haven't even mentioned about the music, and that makes half of the experience in Ikao. The music is so great, let me tell you. The music was so amazing, from the title screen to end of the game. Every piece of music was so well made, expressing and delivering the type of emotion that described the scenery and the story. The music itself sold the game to me. It's so well made that it makes half of the experience of a game for me. It's just that good. It's just good, trust me. I love the music in this game. So relaxing, sometimes haunting. It's just good. It's just good. You know, in a funny way you can say that the music made me overcome the challenges in Ikao and its journey. Let's go back a bit and talk about some issues of the game. Earlier I mentioned there are 2 game modes that have different challenges. One is a platformer and the other one is a really creative bullet hell game in a way. Props for that, developers, because that was a genius idea. I love that. I don't usually play a lot of bullet games, but this one was oddly satisfying to play, to be honest. But here's the issue with the second mode, which is the bullet hell mode. it drags out a bit too much at the end of the game, not at the beginning. The end of the game, it kinda drags a bit too much, and maybe that's not the game's fault in a way. It's more of a thing for if you're not good at the game, or your gaming skill lacks a bit, or because you're not a gaming god, you might spend a bit too much time in that mode, and you will get stressed a bit and frustrated, and you might want to quit the game. It felt a bit too long, and the pacing of the game was a bit disjointed for me, for my experience. Maybe your experience would be different. And here's the thing which doesn't make it a real issue. And here's the thing, it's not that the game is too long in those sections. No, it's basically the same length. It's just, it depends a lot on your gaming skills, and if you lack some in the bullet hell genre, you might struggle a bit more than other people, and you might find things a bit too frustrating in those sections, and it might take you a bit too long to get through the story in those sections, and that scares me a bit because it might pull away some of the audience for the game. And I mean, that's the thing. Would you want to make a game easier for everybody to experience, or just give the hardcore lovers their game? Honestly, I would opt for giving them the hard game, because in a way it makes the game longer. Yes, it's not a really good way to make a game longer, but it does make the game really satisfying. The dopamine you get from completing those challenges is really intense sometimes. And I have to say that it's not really an issue in a way. It's just the way how you might perceive it. It does disjoint a bit of the game, just a bit. But again, it's just a case-by-case scenario where you might be better at the game than me, or you might be worse at the game than me, and you will quit earlier or not. As of this recording, I haven't finished the game, to be honest. I still have like maybe 10 stages left. I didn't want to rush through the game because I didn't want to make myself frustrated and make the review seem like I was complaining about stuff. Because I really enjoyed the game, I really did. I love experiencing this game, to be honest. Especially the music. The story is actually really touching, and I really want to know what happens at the end. Try the game out. The game is out. The moment you see this video right now, the game is out on Steam, and I don't know if it's out on other platforms, but it is out on Steam, so check it out in the description down below. It's the link to the Steam store. Check the game out, please. Now, would I recommend the game? Yes, of course yes. It's a relaxing game, mixed with so many challenges, and so my god, the music is so good. The music is amazing. I cannot stress enough how amazing the game with the music and everything, environment. Everything is so good. Everything is so good. I cannot stress enough. Seriously. The abilities, the way you traverse through the terrain is so satisfying. You have to try the game. At least try the game. Just try the game. Trust me, you will love it. Maybe you will not finish the game because maybe hard games are not for you, but this game is not only hard. Trust me, this game is a relaxing experience sometimes. This game is fun. This game is a journey. You have to experience it for yourself to make your own opinion. So don't just trust me, and get out there and try the game for yourself, because you are free to do so. So yeah, this was my review of Ikao, The Lost Souls. Thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys next time in my next video of whatever I might make. I don't even know. So yeah, thank you. See you guys next time. Bye! I have to thank the developers from YukiOstudio again for sending me a copy of the game to check it out. The game was really lovely, guys. You made a great, amazing job. The passion shows. I really enjoyed this journey. And that's all. Thank you very much for watching.